Yeah, so like usually one of the first things after I come into the office, after I say hello to everyone, just see how they're doing. I'll come into my office and I'll start playing music just because I feel it lightens the mood and it's kind of,
So it wasn't like my dream when I was a freshman to be student body president. I was still like trying to figure myself out. I kind of got involved, as I say, in student government, kind of by accident, and mainly because I cared. And I started out as a freshman living in Sims, and I noticed there was like a lot of problems like in the building and just in the community. So I kind of kept asking like my RLC, so what can I do to make this better? And she suggested I run for hall government. Leadership has always been interesting to me because there's so many different components. You have like, because I think most people typically think that a leader is someone who always stands in the front, and sometimes that's not always the case. Something I've always been trying to work on a little bit more is what I call service leadership, where your main focus is to serve others and really leading by your service. And I hope to kind of advocate for higher education. I know it's been a big debate lately in the news as well as in South Carolina of what the role of the state legislator is in higher education as well as the funding for it. So I'm definitely hoping to raise the student voice on those issues just because I think it's essential for not only our university but for the growth of our state. I think every leader is different, to be honest with you, and I do have a kind of, I don't want to say passion, but I do have a kind of special place for women leadership just because I personally think the world would be better if more women were to lead. But it is something I would hope to see like more progression on our campus just to get more women involved in leadership. Around like, I guess 60 or 70 so years ago, I'm not sure this would have even been possible, and just to see how far not only we've come as a student body, but as a university and even as a state and nation that I don't think race no longer determines a person's character, but rather the content itself. So that's really meaningful to me.
With them arrives the bright peppermint of change. The new laws of the new day can no longer resist these three irresistible ones. In a sea of 6,000, stepping through a door now garnet in black.
My dad always told me, like, if you go somewhere or wherever you find, like, try to leave it better. So I guess, like, throughout my time at USC from the beginning, like, I was really kind of pondering, like, how I could leave this university better and how I could grow as a person. And I guess through my involvement and all the interactions I had, I found that student government really was a great way for me to do both.